Life shows up for you in ordinary and extraordinary ways. People come in and out of our lives, and some they really stick with you, and others, you can't even remember their names. They say that we are a combination of the 5 people that we surround ourselves with most, and while I do believe that's true, it's really only a small piece. We are the embodiment of all those that we encounter. Just like a tree, its trunk is strong and the leaves are vibrant, but it wouldn't be here without the support of the infinite roots endlessly growing beneath the surface. Sometimes it's the people that have hurt us, the ones that we felt betrayed by, people that we thought were our friends and people that we trusted with our secrets, that we made a priority. It's people that let you down over and over and over again. At first, you never thought that you would be without them. And then you couldn't wait to get rid of them. Even after the friendship is over, you can't help but think of them. And every time you do, it brings the same hurt and betrayal. And while it hurts, you learned. You learned when you've given too much of yourself away. All those memories slowly fade, but hopefully the lessons we take with us forever to become stronger, wiser, happier. What about the times that you were taken advantage of by someone you opened your life to, lifted their spirits every time they were down, supported their dreams, supported their side in an argument even if you didn't necessarily agree, just to make them feel less alone in the world? But in the end, you were left feeling alone, feeling used. Or what about your first love? At the time you thought that they were everything love should be. You were sure of it. Till the excitement wore off and you were left feeling more like roommates. Even those people that helped shape you into who you are today, without that pain, you wouldn't see the possibilities of who you could become. Oftentimes we cheapen those lessons by hating the ones that made us feel so terrible. Trying to hold on to the hurt just to justify ourselves. Maybe even just because being the victim is easier than growing up. Even so, living in that bubble would have kept me naive, powerless, and doomed to repeat history. Then there are the people that meant a lot to you and somehow they disappeared from your life. And you didn't even know why. For me, she was someone who showed me another way of life. And as silly as it sounds, it was magical. She introduced me to people that are still in my life today, even though she's not. I'm not really sure what happened. One day she was there and the next she was gone. It hurts that our friendship ended so unexpectedly. But I'm glad that we had the time that we had together. She was in my life to change it for the better, like my guardian angel. I can only imagine that she's moved on to another person that needs her, and that's okay. People come and go, and we may never know why. All we can do is cherish the moments that we had together. Sometimes you meet someone who shows you where you were always meant to be, and without them, you may never have gotten there. This person showed me what I was truly capable of. I had so many ideas stuck inside me. She brought them out of me and showed me that it was okay to be vulnerable. She helped me take the ideas and turn them into scripts and songs. A few years ago, she moved to South America, inspiring others with her music. I still talk to her every now and again, and I know she knows just how much she changed me. All those people, the ones we think back to and say that we got where we are in spite of them, really, it's because of them. The good, the bad, the lessons, maybe they hurt us, maybe they left us, but still, we survived, and we're better for it. Each experience was so separate from the last, but they came together all for one person, you. Because after all, You are a reflection of your past. You and you alone hold the power to create your future, but those you surround yourself with most help guide you there. I know this is true because of the huge day-to-day impact my husband has on me. I, the tightly wound type A clean freak, has slowly unwound over the years. Maybe it's love, or maybe it's part of his influence on me. Dishes don't always have to be done immediately, arguments aren't always worth winning, and life isn't always about work. Everyone deserves a break now and then. That's one lesson that I try to share with others. It sounds like a simple philosophy, but I'll admit, there have been plenty of times where I forgot to practice what I preach. We all have that friend that we want them to know their worth. I can't tell you how wonderful it is to have that person right there beside you for the good and the bad. Even though I try to appreciate the impact of the people no longer in my life, you have to give credit to the one that's always there every day. I want her to succeed just as much as she wants it for me. She is the person that I can share my honest feelings of defeat with and know that she'll be right by my side. Not everyone you surround yourself with is someone you want to admit has influence on your life. I can't even count the number of times that I took this person's name on and off this list. Maybe it's from lack of accepting that I really am like her, but for better or worse, she will always be my sister. I often describe my sister and I as polar opposites. Most of our lives, we didn't get along very well. I was the straight A student, and she got detention the first day of middle school. We used to film these funny music videos on the weekends during the summers. She let me come up with the creative ideas, and she was my star. With my sister, I found my silliness and my patience. Things I didn't realize were so important for me to have as I got older. I really believe that everyone needs a cheerleader in their lives, a life cheerleader. My cheerleader is my best friend of 30 years. We met when I was 3 days old, and she has seen it all, by my side cheering me on. Sometimes literally we cheered for each other on the sidelines of the ice rink. She gave me confidence and showed me that my road in life was my own. She's always there to talk me through my troubles, and she always makes me feel better, even if we didn't really solve anything. We live 3,000 miles apart, and yet we talk every other day, and we are just as close as ever. My last person is probably the most obvious, but I really would be lost without her. Heck, I wouldn't even be alive without her. Besides the obvious look-alike factor, she is my biggest supporter and mentor. She helped me realize that I was an artist and supported every decision I made, even the one that separated us across the country. I have her type A personality, her great work ethic, and her realistic outlook. Even when I went beyond her comfort zone for her own life, she just said how proud she was of me. Something that taught me how to be happy for others without envy, to be proud of myself and stand up for my opinions, and to always be honest. Whether this person is a parent, sibling, uncle, or a best friend, we need this person in our lives. We need the comfort of knowing that we're enough. These people help guide me through life, making me stronger and wiser, much like the wisdom tree. The story of the wisdom tree is that it was purchased as a Christmas present and was planted on the summit of Burbank Peak. In 2002, a wildfire destroyed over 817 acres in that area, leaving only the wisdom tree. Despite everything that this tree has endured, it still survived and even thrived. The journey isn't always the easiest, but it is always worth the hike. This is my thank you to all the people who made me who I am, and to those who are still in my life, and to those who I have yet to meet. hope you see the good that has happened in your life, even when it doesn't feel like good in the moment. Because of all those people, you are where you are and who you are, just like the tree, and just like me. My words or a raspy cry. Don't know why I let you break me. Always picking up your pieces, but where does that leave me? Too many times I trusted you, and you still deceive me. Maybe it's all for the best. It's finally time I found me. Without all of the pain, you wouldn't see all the possibilities. Blinded by all the fear, every path you take leads you here.
Everybody enjoys the wine. A little glass of wine, my grandpapa used to say that the wine, it purifies your blood if you drink in moderation. And I believe in that theory. And I do drink my wine in moderation, 1 glass a day. That's it. For the stairs. Well, we so far we grind the grapes. We put the yeast in there and let it ferment for about a week.
I think as far as traditions go, this goes back obviously to my grandparents, and so it's nice to keep that tradition alive and to keep that tradition going. It doesn't hurt that it tastes pretty good too. Dad started making wine before we moved into his current house. It never really turned out very well for him, and he put it on the back burner for quite a while. Once he moved to his new home, with the barn and the wine room separate from the house, he started the process back up again, and that's when it really started to get perfected, and that's what really started to take over. That process I wasn't really involved with for the first few years as I was younger, and then came on board and started helping.
Yeah, I remember making wine with my father way back in the 50s. And he used to teach me how to make the wine. And I thought I knew all. So when my father was gone, then it was up to me to make the wine. And I made a wine for 4 or 5 years, and I had to throw it down the sewer. Because I wasn't doing what my father was trying to tell me when he was teaching me how to make wine. Then I realized that I told me I had to rewind my thing back, and I remember what he was saying, and I started doing his way, and I never had a bad bottle of wine since 1985.
So I've been helping probably for the last 20 to 25 years, somewhere around 1998 probably. As far as helping, it's sort of all hands on deck when it's time to do the wine. We don't have necessarily set jobs, although usually I'm the one that's lifting and carrying the heavy equipment while my father sort of directs where we go and how things operate. It's a multi-step process and everyone's really involved.
It's too heavy.
Just too heavy?
We should do.
As far as hands-on, I don't think he's taken any steps back as far as making anything. I tend to lift the heavier things from time to time, but as far as getting in there, he still does just as much as he did 20, 25 years ago when we started. He's very particular about how we follow his process, so we all make sure we follow it to the letter of his direction.
The only thing maybe that I have to go back in there after he says he cleaned the wine room. I have to go back and make sure that it's clean to my standards, and I usually have to do it over again. But I just do it. I know what to expect, so I just do whatever has to be done.
And then after we ferment a week, when the fermentation, we squeeze it, and now we put them in the jugs. I think age is catching up with me, but I'm still very active. I do my garden, I make my wine, I mow my own grass. I'm still in pretty good shape for my age. I'm 85 years old. So for my age, I think I'm doing a good job. But you know, you can't find the
One, go back, one, go back, stop.
And then once the fermentation kind of slowed down, I put the fermentation caps. So that serves the purpose with the gas to coming out, but the air can go in. I do this 4 times. After the 4th time, it's ready to put in bottle. And by that time, it'll be maybe right in the middle of the winter. But I let it sit until about at least 3 more months before I start drinking. So at least 8 months in a year before it's ready to drink.
Kind of make you feel closer to the old time, your youth more than anything else, which you can't bring back, but you can kind of continue doing the things that they used to do, that our families used to do.
Like to think that we will all sort of step in and continue the tradition. I think the making is fun. I think people enjoy that process. I think people enjoy the drinking process. I'd like to see that happen. I guess only time will tell.
I'm not worried about it. I think they would follow it up. I think they'll do it. If they're smart enough, they'll do it.
That was long ago, though. You don't realize how old you are. I mean, 83. Wow. Don't jump to conclusions of something unless you really know what you're talking about. Because sometimes people do that with me, and I don't appreciate it.
One time when she had gotten a flat tire and she had real difficulty make a decision about whether to buy 1 tire or 2 tires for the car after the flat. It became like a crisis for her. And then I realized that there was some kind of a change in her. She needed more help.
Persistent memory problems, severe enough to be noticeable by others. According to the Alzheimer's Association, if we live to age 90, as many as half of us could ultimately be diagnosed with this disease.
Yeah, I found myself getting upset, and then I just realized she's changing.
How can I do that? I can't see myself.
Oh, come on, Mom.
Okay, I'm very thrifty. I try to save money because I never know how long it's going to last.
Ooh, money. Oh, St. Joseph.
So what did you do at the railroad?
I worked in the office. I was a typist, stenographer. I used to take meetings and things and type them up. That's the reason it's kept him. I was bumped into Jersey City to New York because they needed somebody that knew typing and shorthand. Something I learned in high school. I don't know. I don't think about it too much because it's just something that happens. It's natural. The only thing is I don't like to lose my memory. When you're 85, if you can remember what you did yesterday, you're lucky. I seem to be okay. It's not bad. Not yet, anyway.
How am I feeling? I feel mentally. I feel fine. I had this morning. I had pains in the leg, but this heat's it's. Hello. Hi. Where are you, kiddo? For me, she's good company. She helps me and I help her. We help each other. Otherwise, I don't know how I've managed, but she's a good, understanding lady.
I don't see that. All right, y'all stop. Does this 1 acre seem big?
I've been with Frida helping her for probably about 15 years or so now. I'm taking Frida over to her boyfriend's house to spend time with him, like when I'm at work. But she's been kind of wandering and always kind of feeling like she needs to go someplace.
She scared me twice where she got out of bed and disappeared.
What happened?
I wake up and I look across, she's not in the bed. So I said, well, she's probably in the John. I go to the John, Frida, she's not there. I go to the kitchen, she's not there. She's not there.
Wandering outside at night, unable to sleep, and I just had to keep closer tabs on her.
I start yelling, Frida! And she said, what do you want? She's up the stairs. There's a chair up there. She's sitting up the stairs there. I said, how the hell did you get up there?
I'm worried about her wandering around and possibly falling. Just have to kind of watch her more closely.
We're partners, Jenny.
I'll be home tomorrow, God willing.
No, not tomorrow. Don't count on it.
Why not?
Because you got a broken pelvis bone.
Oh, I did?
Yes,
I don't think so. Who told you that?
the doctor.
Oh, he's nuts.
You know, she doesn't always feel hunger or pain. That's what worries me so much when we go to the hospital. I know it hurts her.
He's sending you flowers.
So she'll say she's not hungry. She'll say she's not in pain, but she is. She'll say that she's not in pain to the staff when I know that she's in pain because I saw what happened.
I love you.
Love you too.
You look very pretty today for a sick old broad.
I've been sick and sick.
It's hot outside.
It's cold?
Hot.
Oh, really? And this is Pennsylvania, Allentown.
Yeah, how'd you remember that?
Because somebody told me.
Wow, that's good.
Sometimes I forget what day it is. I just have to look at the calendar. Because what is it, Monday or Tuesday?
The craziest thing is that the changes happen so fast. You would think that things take a while to happen, but it's like things actually happen overnight sometimes.
Why am I here?
Try and remember.
I don't know what I did. I don't remember doing anything wrong.
You fell.
I fell? Oh. Well, that I remember. I'm really nuts. Because they fell and I don't remember.
She's not remembering everything, and certain things she remembers sharp as a tack, and sometimes she forgets. Yeah. So it's cooler than it's been lately.
Well, you're up on a hill too. I think you get more of a breeze.
But we're closer to the sun, that's why it's warmer.
That's true. That's true too.
Remember the kitchen? Look at the kitchen.
Yeah, it was kind of a mess, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad though. It doesn't really look bad.
You like it redone better?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You did a really good job.
Look at this.
Yeah. Well, I look older.
Not my dog. The neighbor's dog scratched me and then it got infected.
You're kidding.
I may have to go to the doctor. No, you're in rehab and you'll be coming home soon, and you'll stay at Eddie's. As you always do, you stay at Eddie's during the week when I'm at work, and then we go to Tom's River on the weekends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how's that?
He's good, but he misses you. He hates being alone all week.
Well, he's not home.
He's home alone all week. Yeah, because usually you stay with him, and then I pick you up like Friday,
Oh, wow.
and we go to Tom's River, and then he's alone for the weekend, but now he's alone all the time.
What happened to your hand?
I just told you.
Huh?
I just told you.
It's tough on me, and in a sense that it's overwhelming, but I feel more for her because I can't imagine what it would be like to depend on someone for everything. It's tough. I mean, I always remind myself to be patient. I can't imagine if that was me that was dependent on someone else for everything. It's a very hard situation.
Get it real good, okay? Get the front and everything.
Oh,
Watch out.
oh,
Watch out.
I'm holding on.
No, I got you.
You know, that's the ugly part of this disease is the brain just does crazy things. It doesn't tell you what you need, and you forget skills you learned as an adult or even as a child. It's clear that her brain is just forgetting certain things. It's not making connections that it used to make. It's very sad. It's sad because I love her, and I like to just have fun with her, but, I wind up having to tell her to do things.
All right, you ready? Hi, you ready?
Ready for what?
Let's go into Eddie's.
What?
Let's go to Eddie's.
Especially after Frida's one really bad fall. Her and Eddie started to drift apart.
I'm 75% out of commission. myself, I can't, I just wheel around, take care of myself, and certain things I can't do already. I just about manage for myself now. Now, I certainly would like to have company sit there and be able to talk to and about what's playing or what's in the paper. Now on Frida's end, that's the part that's going on her quite a bit. Communication between us is awful. And when she was here before, she used to get up, sweep the floor before the sheeting, she did the dishes, and now I do everything from a wheelchair.
This is a nice place. And you're a good girl. And just be a good girl.
I love you.
Love you more.
I'm gonna wake you up tomorrow and we'll have breakfast, okay?
Good deal.
Okay, love you.
Mwah.
Okay, get some sleep, all right?
Where am I now?
Home.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Oh, you changed me. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. You're looking good.
You look really good.
You're full of bullshit.
Mommy.
That's all right. You could curse, but can't curse.
Who am I?
I don't know.
You don't know who I am?
I know you're a relative. You're a relative of?
You don't know who I am?
No. They never tell me nothing. They don't tell me nothing, so I figured I would look at it. You know what my name is?
I'm Jenny.
Yeah. And you know what name
I'm
is?
your daughter.
You're my daughter? It's Jen. Hi, partner.
Hi, partner.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Mimo. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Is that what they call it? Mimo? I call it.
That's cute. I better taste it. I want to taste it real quick.
Want to taste it?
People say things like, oh, you should put her away, or I don't know how you deal with it every day, or, just put her away so she gets the proper care. But, she's been in a facility before for rehab and respite, and she's fallen multiple times. Last time she was in a facility, she fell, I think, 4 times, which is much more frequently than she falls at home. I caught one resident pinching her once. I think sometimes she gets aggressive when she's in some of these facilities. I worry about her dignity. I want her to maintain her dignity. I think there's no easy answer. And when the time comes that I know I can no longer care for her, I feel like I'll know it's time. But I feel like when you love someone, you try to do the best you can for that person to the best of your ability. I just don't want to give up on her. We said we would be partners, and I would be there with her no matter what happened to make sure that she was okay, and I'm going to keep that promise. I don't want her to be alone at this point in her life. I won't let her be alone.
Thinks he owns the earth, he don't know how wrong he is. He strips the mountains to the core, lays claim to what he says is his. Well, fire is burning bright down in the earth beneath this town. Now the smoke is peeking out, darling, it's crashing down. And there's no explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. No explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. And there's no explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. No explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. They said we'd all get jobs, but we never thought we'd see the cost. And you know I'd give it all away to get back what I've lost. It started off so slow and calm when a sinkhole opened on that farm. We knew there was a fire there, but we never understood the harm. Well, there's no explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. No explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. And there's no explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. No explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. Well, the cops, they said to us we had to up and go, but how could we give up everything and the only life we really know? I guess I'll never understand what we've done in the name of coal, but the land here, it never forgets. It's taking back the things we stole. And there's no explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. No explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. And there's no explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. There's no explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. And there's no explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. No explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. And there's no explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground. No explaining what we found underneath the smoking ground.
Relax. It's almost done. You did well. Let's move. They'll be here soon.
Hey, Randy, could you meet me at the diner around 10 a.m.? It's important.
So, why are we here in broad daylight?
This is where she works. She doesn't have any family, no connections, nothing. She's alone. It should work.
It will work. But again, why are we here?
I just,
Tom, listen. We're doing this, all right? You're not backing out. It's happening.
But why me? There are plenty of other service drivers.
Because I trust you. And I've already vouched for you.
Yeah, but...
But nothing. The money's too good. And besides, you need this. Get the other half when the job's done. $10 p.m. Try to relax.
Tom, the water is off again.
It's being taken care of.
Yeah, right, Tom. Just like you've taken care of all of this, right?
I have.
With what money, Tom? Driving?
I'm going out tonight.
Of course. To the diner, right? Do me a favor and ask that waitress girl to see if they have any open positions.
Maybe you should focus on school.
Maybe you should stop pretending you're dad and actually do something useful.
I'm the one that's keeping us off the streets. Just give me a break.
I'm not going to be back until late. Remember, don't open the door.
I know. Be careful, Tom. Bring home pancakes.
You again.
It's the best coffee in the world.
I don't know about all of that. Oh, wait, don't tell me. Pancakes, right? So then, my manager gets out and chases him all the way across the street.
Did he get away without paying?
No, he works here now. Have you ever had anyone try to leave without paying you?
Oh, yeah. People try to cancel mid-trip and think I don't notice. And then they just run off.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's not great.
You know, if I were you, I'd get out and chase after them too.
I would, but I don't think I'm the violent type.
Well, what type are you?
Clearly the type that likes to sit alone in a diner on a Friday night.
Nothing wrong with that.
I wish Andrea saw it that way.
Oh, yeah. That's the little sister, right? I think I met her here once. She was cute. Must be nice to have siblings.
Consider yourself lucky. She's a handful.
Well, she's very fortunate to have such a caring brother.
I need to go.
Just in time. End of my shift.
Can I give you a ride?
Do I have to pay you?
Let me tell you what. You just get on the app and give me a 5-star rating and we'll call it even.
You okay? Tom?
I'm sorry.
Close the door. Go look out. Tom! Get me something to shut this bitch up. Yeah, that's right. Tom! I said... Stop, I'm trying to help. Fucking trusted you. Once I'm done here, I'm gonna go pay Andrea a visit. They'll love her. You fucked up! Whoa!
Who the fuck are you? What's going on?
I'm Tom. I'll be your driver this evening. Listen. You need to go now.
You should go to the hospital.
No. I've got work to do. Get this to her. Tell her I'm sorry. Hey. I'm gonna be late. I love you. Don't worry about me. Goodbye.